Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Star Wars, The Old Republic. Now, when we left off, we had just arrived at the sinking city, and indeed come across one of our most incredible companions, which is indeed this mailbox right here. And we have also gained a couple more guild members, which is excellent. We have 2 more mail and unread messages right here, so we are going to be taking a look here. Aha! Hello. So this is from Zavania, and he or she says, I am not entirely sure, Zavania could be a male or a female name, and they say, "Hi Reformist, I know you're focusing on the class quests, but while you're on Taris, keep an eye out for Chasing History, which I believe you can pick up at Waypoint Station Morn from Hackenberg. If you've ever played Knights of the Old Republic, I think you'll find this questline rather engaging. Cheers, Zavania. P.S. Enjoying your series tremendously. Thank you very much. I really do love hearing from you guys, so that is very, very nice. Now, wait a minute, were we just at a Waypoint Station? I think we might have been. Well, whatever the case, I'm going to just check on the map after we have read the next message, and we'll see. And this is from Pratata, and he says, "Hey mate, I've recently started playing this game after watching your Let's Play. I love it, but I had started over on the Empire side. I saw in the last episode that you had made a guild, so I've made a Republic character to come over and play with you guys. Hit me up with an invite. I play most nights just like yourself. Keep up with all the content. It's great. Mucho love, Chris." Oh yes, definitely, no problem at all. Oh yes, okay, so Pratata, let us add you to friends list. Just in case you are online right now. No, you are not. Level 33, whoa, okay, level 33 Jedi Guardian. Okay, so now what we want to do is, we want to also add Zavania to our list, just in case. I do like to add all of you, and yes, there we are. And that is a level 2 Jedi Knight, because you logged on probably just to tell me that. So thank you very much for that. Okay, so Waypoint Station Morn, is it not? Yes, it is. Oh, yes. So, let us see. Waypoint Station Orek. Okay, so we're not there yet. I do believe maybe in the next zone we will come across it, perhaps. So let's just take a look here. Oh my goodness, everyone's sending me messages. Okay. So let's see. Can I ask a question about the Sith Inquisitor Let's Play? It can wait till you've... Oh, no. Go ahead. I am recording, but I do not mind. Record thing? Yes. Okay, there we are. And this fellow also states, I'm not going to try and say his name. Don't want to be too much of a bother, Reformist, but could you send me a guild invite? Yes, of course. Now, how do I do that? How do I actually do your name? Oh my goodness, your name. Ah, no. Okay, wait a minute. It's not actually that bad. Okay, to type out at least. Yes, there we go. Ah, sometimes I think people choose the long names just so I have to type them out. But yes, it is still a thing. It is still a thing if I can reach level 55 with the Trooper before December 11th, I think it is. Before we have any problems with the 12 times experience, because I don't know whether you guys really want to see all of the side quests, because most of the side quests mainly involve killing a lot of units, and indeed collecting items. So I don't know whether you guys really want to see that, but if you do, and you want a larger series, I mean a longer series, obviously, because it is going to take a lot longer if we don't have the 12 times experience, and that is exactly why I was a little reserved in my estimate of how long this would actually take, because we are level 21 only. I think I might actually have to improve the amount of content that I put out for this series, because I don't think I'm going to make it otherwise. Now, I am seeing a lot of slicing opportunities here, but from what I've seen so far, I have... well, let's just say way too many high-level slicing opportunities and not enough skill. So what I'm going to try and do, if possible, once we reach this way station, and this just happens to be way station Morn, so we'll try to look for that fellow, that quest that Zavania let us know about. And I do believe that is him over there. Oh, yes. Oh, this is going to be great. I really hope so, because I did play Knights of the Old Republic. I loved it. It was one of my favorite games, and I actually played it through 3 or 4 times with different characters. I know. Very, very strange for me to do that, but yes, I really enjoyed it rather thoroughly, to say the least. And there we are. There's our nice taxi terminal. And now we're going to be speaking to Hakon Burge.
Would you like a chance to be part of one of the great mysteries of the Republic's past? We have irrefutable proof that Revan once sheltered here, soon after returning to the Republic from the Sith. There are many tales of how Revan rescued Bastila Shan and changed galactic history, but there were smaller lives touched as well.
You're talking like these are people I should know about.
Revan, the great Jedi General of the Mandalorian Wars, who turned to the dark side but was brought back to the light by Master Bastila Shan? Shameful. This is why the galaxy needs research like mine, to bring history to life for its people. 300 years ago, the outcasts of Taris lived deep below the city, where the rakghoul plague originated. Revan's journals record bringing them a cure for the plague and leading them to the secure colony called the Promised Land. Yet we don't know if they survived.
Are you asking me to look for a lost colony from 300 years ago?
Or any sign of what became of them. My assistant is coordinating excavations. Anything you find, bring to him. Perhaps these promised ones left some record, something to talk to us across the ages.
Oh, yes. Oh my goodness. Now, yes, Savania, you are entirely correct. I would be very interested in doing this quest, because at the end of Knights of the Old Republic, there is a huge spoiler that I'm not going to be saying anything, but there is a huge spoiler. I'm pretty sure if you are watching this series, you probably already know what it is, and... oh, wow. There are actually some flashpoints where he is the main villain? Oh, wow. Wow, if that is the case... then, yes, by all means, let's try to get there as soon as possible. Perhaps not today, but another recording session. Yes. There we are. Very, very nice. Oh my goodness, we're doing a Revan quest. I love that. Oh, wow. I don't want to say the spoiler, of course, because if you haven't played it, then I highly recommend picking it up on Steam. It's not incredibly expensive, but wow, you actually might have to install some mods as well to be able to get it to work incredibly well on Windows 8 or Windows 7. Do bear that in mind. It is an old game, of course. However, if you do have the disc on, what was it on? Xbox? Yeah, I think it was on Xbox, original Xbox, and maybe on PlayStation 2. Maybe that is the case. Wow, that was a while ago. Goodness me. But it is such an amazing game that I would really like to... wait a minute, I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? Yes, I am. Of course. Yes, continue talking, Reformist, and miss out on all of your amazing lore here. So let's see here. Explore Transport Station 5 in the Tularan Marsh and locate and dig up any cairns you find. And I will say no bother. No bother. I... do enjoy the interaction. Interacciones. Yes, there we are. Thank you very much. Okay, so the Tularan Marsh, we have come back here. We do need to head down there to the Imperial Research Bunker, but I believe if any of you are fanatical about Knights of the Old Republic like I am, I did play it quite a while ago, do bear that in mind, but I do really love that game. So let's try to complete this quest as fast as possible so that we can experience the grandiose lore that it has to offer us. And yes, oh my goodness, I really just want to talk to people about the ending of Knights of the Old Republic. That was so good. And I didn't actually think of it either. The twist and indeed, the spoilerific ending is something I didn't see coming. And that is actually quite a strange thing, because usually you would expect me, I'm a rather intelligent fellow, wouldn't you say? Well, maybe. Then, you know, me not being able to fully ascertain what was going to happen is quite an interesting development, and indeed that is a revelation to the amazing writing that the development team were able to construct for Knights of the Old Republic, that is for sure. So, yeah, I don't know. I cannot praise it enough. So, we're going to take out this lurking rakghoul, no doubt. And, oh, that fellow buffed me. No, come back here. I need to buff you. There we are. That's what you get. You get a buff to help you out. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Now, Kasmi does actually want to have officer status, so I am going to attempt to promote him again. I do believe he is now a subscriber of the game, so hopefully that will make a difference, and I will be able to do it. So where are you? Let's go to guild. And set rank. Yes, there we go, officer. Oh, yeah. Nice. It worked. Okay, so now we can interact here.
An Upworlder has restored to us the work of my grandfathers. At last, we have a place to escape this oppressive city and the laws that keep us beneath it. A place where we can breathe.
Oh, wow. Okay, so it appears that they might be underground, it appears? Maybe. Okay, well, let's just promote Zabosh. This is actually Zabosh's gunslinger, believe it or not. So, yes, he's actually a lieutenant at the moment. I'm not entirely sure who promoted him from that, but yes, he will be an officer now. There we go. Wonderful. So, now, let us... Wait a minute. Where is... Oh my goodness, this is a huge area. I did not realize. Okay, so let's get on. Oh no, never mind. No mounting allowed here. Oh my. Okay, so let's make our way over to the left. I'm hoping that these rakghouls do not decide to... Okay, never mind. Do not decide to engage us. But they are going to be very, very easy to take out because they are swarmers and they are quite weak to take out, of course. We do have to actually complete a bonus mission, and it is only stage 1, so I have a feeling that we're probably going to have to do it anyway. Probably just going to have to try to do our best here. When it comes to taking out these rakghouls, of course. I remember the rakghouls in Knights of the Old Republic. I remember going to Taris, and actually going on a quest down into the sewers, I believe it was. And you defeated some Gamorrean guards. I remember the Gamorreans, they hit so incredibly hard that you did not want to get hit by them. So if you were a melee character, it was going to be very, very difficult. But I did play as a gunslinger at one point, which was very, very fun indeed. So let's use our full auto against the main guy here. And then we'll get a nice high impact bolt. Whoa, 501 damage. That is... amazing. That is really, really amazing. So let's just see what we can do taking out this guy. Hopefully I won't die, actually, because you guys have stated that it is going to be rather difficult unless I get to level 23 ASAP, because we definitely want to get those mods installed, and indeed, that cartel armor. So that is amazing. Very, very nice to see that indeed. So let's see here. What is... this fellow doing? Oh, I think that they're doing their own quests in this area. Well, that's good to know. Now, how many of these rakghouls do I need? I need 6 more. I think I may have missed them, actually. Do these count? These are champions. Oh, wow. Okay. Wait a second. I might actually like to engage these guys. Oh, never mind. It appears that he has already defeated them. Ah, well, never mind. Okay, I suppose what we can do is just head over to the second cairn, and we'll see what we can do there. Okay, well, at the moment... Wait a minute, there it is. Oh no, that's not it. What is that? Oh, that's the Eralam Crystal Formation. I do believe that is for a Jedi quest, perhaps. So let's head in here and find the second cairn.
This will be no secret to anyone listening, but Taris has been attacked. The upper and lower city were destroyed. We have found the Promised Land, but have nowhere to return to. If only we had arrived sooner. The Promised Land is the original Taris colony site. It was sheltered from the direct bombardment, but the quakes have destroyed every building and generator left. We must start again from scratch, but at least we have survived. The rakghouls are still feeding on the dead. But when the meat is gone, they will begin to hunt.
Oh, a very grim situation indeed. I do believe I actually remember that fellow as well from Knights of the Old Republic, which is actually rather a great testament to the writing of Knights of the Old Republic. Goodness me. If you can remember a character from, what is it, 8 years ago? Did I play it 8 years ago? I think I may have played it 8 years ago. This guy can actually just take this because he is, you know, try-harding quite seriously right here. But yes, we'll just let him do his thing and we'll continue onward and do as much damage as we can to these rakghouls instead. So let's get our mortar volley out, and we'll see how much damage we can do to the elite one, at least. There we are, thank you very much. And that was rather hilarious. Oh my goodness. Okay, there we are. Take that guy out. Thank you very much. I need 3 more, so hopefully I'll be able to get that after we have interacted once again.
We mourn today for Rukel, who brought us out of the Undercity and into the Promised Land. We have sent scouts throughout Darius and can find no other survivors. They cast us out and bar their doors to us. But now we bury our dead in the ashes of their skyscrapers. As Rukel told us, it is not an easy life. Our children will grow up in a world of spears and bows, not blasters and starships. It is my burden to preserve our memories. Once we were outcasts. Once we were the promised ones. Now we are Darius.
Ah, so that is obviously detailing the loss of Rukel, and he obviously passed away. That is a very sad thing indeed. Okay. Well, we can head on to the 4th cairn. I do believe we have 1 more after that. So actually, let's just head over to our skills right here. I do believe we have high friction bolts, and I will be specking into that. There we go. Very nice indeed. I like that. Okay. So let's try to use our high impact bolt a little bit more, because it penetrates 30% armor now, so we're going to be doing even more damage with it, which is exactly what we want. And hopefully I'll be able to get that new skill that resets the cooldown on it as well, because without that, I do believe high impact bolt is not going to be doing too much damage with a 15-second cooldown. That is for sure. So yes, we just need 3 more rakghouls, and then we will be complete here. So I'm going to head over here in the opposite direction of anyone else that may indeed attempt to tag these things, and we will do as much damage as we can to them. Oh my, a 508 damage hit with our shock strike? Well, that's impressive, if I do say so myself. Oh my goodness. Okay, now we can just take out this guy with a nice full auto. There we are, and that is Stage 1 complete. What is Stage 2? Ah, it's updating. Okay. Oh, wow. 40? Never gonna happen. Never gonna happen. Not unless I get attacked by a huge swarm of them. Is that going to happen? Okay, so yeah, let's just head over here. We'll get the cairn, because I do want to experience the story more than I want to do the bonus mission, but I really thought that I'd be able to. But nevertheless, we did gain, well, 3,500 experience for that. That's actually not too bad. I wasn't expecting a lot, but yeah, that's pretty good. Now, a sticky grenade there, and I believe I can leave him to it. He's probably going to die from that. Or not. Wow. Okay. These elite guys are actually a lot more difficult than I imagined.
The rakghouls are breeding. Back in the Undercity, they reproduced only by infecting us. But now, there are more every day. We lose people to them, a few every year, but only as meat. The serum the Upworlder brought us has held true. We do not sicken, but now the serum is gone. We have had 4 infants born who could not be immunized. All boys. We will not be able to protect them forever. We need our full strength to defend the tribe. Maybe the immunity was inherited. Maybe we do not need to worry that a bite, a scratch, will turn our children against us. Maybe I do not need to fear for my son.
I hope you did not have to, but it's not looking good, I have to admit. It's not looking good right now. Now, what is this? Ah, oh my goodness. Okay, so the rakghouls have recently infected us twice. Maximum health reduced by 1% per stack. Well, that's definitely not something very pleasant, is it? Goodness me. Okay, so we are going to be checking... Oh, wow. Okay, that is a rather large distance to cover, so I will be cutting away, and I will see you once we arrive at the 5th cairn. Okay, so our arduous journey has almost come to an end, and we are now in front of the 5th cairn.
I am Kuki, 14th Keeper of Memories after Rukil. We now number 53 adults and 21 children. We lost 4 able bodies and 2 child bearers to the rakghoul virus this year. Our records say there used to be a cure. We have lost so much. Tomorrow, we leave to search for higher ground. Plants are growing. Nature has reclaimed what once belonged to men. Nature is cruel. 2 of every 3 of our babies die to sickness and hunger. If we are to live, we must rebuild our walls.
Aha, and now we must locate the final cairn, which is in the next chamber. Oh yes. Okay, so from what I can remember in Knights of the Old Republic, there was a quest from Rukil himself, I do believe, unless I'm getting that particular detail incorrect, but I do believe there was a quest to find and administer a cure to these fellows that were dwelling down in the sewers, or at least refugees, perhaps. Maybe that is it. Well, whatever the case may be, they do need a cure, and unfortunately, we are not the ones to give it to them this time around. So let us hope that they were able to find salvation by making their way to the surface, and indeed using the plants and wildlife to their advantage. Let us hope anyway. So, as you may see here, I do actually have now 68 slicing. I did send Jorgen on a mission because one of you actually mentioned that in the comments of the previous episode, and I thought to myself, wow, that's actually a really good idea. Let's do that. So I did, and hopefully that is going to help us out to hopefully be able to slice things in future flashpoints. So here we have a very large area indeed. There is the final cairn up there. And I will be using our booster shoes. Oh yes, there we go. Oh, no, no, don't get stuck. Yes, thank you.
We forgot. I am the memory. I have Rukil's descriptions. I know there was a city once. I know a city is many houses, many people. I am the only one. Now, there is just us. We have stopped having children. The old records say it is from toxic radiation. We once called this the Promised Land. It was a lie. It is our grave.
No! Oh, I cannot believe that it ended up that way. That is terrible. Oh my goodness. Ah, just when we did the quest to give them the cure and everything, and we left them in a very, very nice spot, unless we were playing Darkside, of course, and then, well, who knows what might have happened, but goodness me. Ah, I cannot believe that. Okay, well, let's just kill these guys as best we can. Hopefully they'll all die from that, or at least most of them will. Yes, thank you very much. Now let's try and do some melee attacks. I'm dodging right there. Did you see that dodge? That was rather snazzy, was it not? Goodness me. Okay, so we're going to be heading back, and we're going to be reporting to Ashwin Tejara, I believe. Yes, it appears that that will be the person that we need to speak to. So, without further ado, I will be cutting away once again, as I do believe I need to traverse these tunnels a little bit more. And once we are in front of Ashwin Tejara, I will cut back. Okay, so just before we get to Ashwin Tejara, I do believe we are going to be enabling companion comparative tooltips. Now, as you can see here, turning this option on will show comparative tooltips for your companion. This is just what Sabosh has told me right now, and I am going to be doing it. And I just thought I'd let you guys know as well, just in case you wanted to make it a little bit easier to see what kind of gear your companion is using. So, for example, this is what it does. It shows your gear, and it shows Arik Jorgen's gear as well. So that is very, very nice to see indeed. And apparently Casme is now giving us a tip as well. Click on a plus sign near your companion skills. Let's take a look at that. Where is that? The plus icon? Over here? Yes, that can bring up the crafting menu, which is rather cool, I must admit. Wait a minute, C2N2 can also do stuff for me? I didn't know that you could do that. What? Can he actually come with us? Surely not. He wants to stay with the ship, does he not? I thought so. Well, whatever the case, I will not be sending Jorgen on a slicing mission just yet, because you never know. We might be wanting to use him for this conversation, perhaps.
Your supervisor sent me. I found out what happened to your promised ones. There's no happy ending.
I knew they couldn't have disappeared without a trace. Give me what you found. Let us learn the history of this doomed planet so we don't repeat it.
Oh. Okay, that was it. Well, that's rather unfortunate, is it not? I was hoping for a little bit more lore there, but so be it. Okay, so we're going to go for this. I do believe this is actually a lot better than what we have, is it not? I believe it is. Okay. Let's go with that then. Okay, so that's 5,600 experience. Not bad at all, if I do say so myself. And this is better than what we have. Very nice indeed. Okay, so thank you very much, Zavania, for telling me about that. That gave us a good insight into what happened to the Promised Ones after the events of Knights of the Old Republic. A very sad ending indeed, but that is the way of things at times. Now, we have gained a level, so I'm going to head over to the Trooper Trainer and just rank up Full Auto Pulse Cannon, and we get a new ability. What? What is this? Fires a harpoon line that pulls the target to your location and generates a high amount of threat. Well, that's impressive. Really? That pulls the target to your location. Can I use it on... No. Can't use it on friendly units, that's for sure. Okay, so, without further ado, I will be ending this episode off here. Next time on Star Wars The Old Republic, I am going to be getting level 23, because I believe this particular quest right here will give us 69,000 experience. And that will get us, hopefully, to the next level, I hope. So, yes, I will see you next time.